Let's talk about Stranger Things' unluckiest hero. Steve Harrington, once the king of Hawkins High, now the universe's favorite punching bag. From heartbreaks to head injuries, Steve's journey in Stranger Things is like a cosmic joke, and the punchline is always him. So why does it suck to be Steve Harrington? Let's dig into the Hawkins heartthrob who can't catch a break, even when he's saving the world. The rise and fall of a king. Steve is your typical 80s jock. Perfect hair, popular girlfriend, and a smug smile that says, "I peaked in high school." But unlike other jocks, Steve evolves. While Billy becomes more toxic, Steve grows a conscience. He even apologizes to Jonathan and makes things right with Nancy. But just as he begins to change, he loses everything. Nancy dumps him, his friends abandon him, and suddenly, Steve Harrington becomes the babysitter. King of babysitting. Now this part is actually awesome. Steve and Dustin, iconic duo. The way Steve protects the kids like a grumpy big brother, it's hilarious and heartwarming. But instead of being a full-blown hero, Steve is treated like comic relief. He's the one knocked out, bitten, humiliated, and all while the real heroes get the glory. Forever friend-zoned. Then there's the love life. Steve admits he wants a future with Nancy, only to be left in the dust again. His best friend Robin? Turns out she's not into guys.
Like boobies. You like boobies. Vicky likes boobies. Definitely.
The universe ships Steve with heartbreak. At this moment, Steve is literally me. He's sweet, brave, mature, and still ends up alone while Jonathan does, well, not much. Why the Duffers keep hurting Steve? Here's the theory. Steve wasn't supposed to survive season 1. Yep, he was meant to be that guy, the jerk who dies. But fans loved him. So the Duffers flipped the script and made Steve the lovable underdog. But because he wasn't meant to be a long-term character, they never gave him an endgame. He's forever stuck in limbo. Too good to kill off, but never allowed to win. It's like being everyone's favorite background character in your own story. Steve versus the Upside Down. Also, let's talk trauma. Steve has fought demodogs, Russians, and interdimensional bats. No powers, no armor, just vibes and a nail bat. If anyone deserves 11-level powers, it's Steve. But nope. All he gets are concussions. Will Steve die in season 5? Here's where it gets dark. Fans are worried Steve won't make it out alive in season 5. The signs? Too many injuries, too much foreshadowing, and emotional speeches about the future. In TV logic, that's a death flag. If Steve dies, Hawkins might survive, but our hearts? Not so much. Why Steve matters. So yes, Steve Harrington's life sucks, but maybe that's why we love him. He's the guy who gets beat down, dumped, and demoted, and still shows up, still protects, still smiles. He's not the hero we expected, but he's the one we needed. Because being cool is easy. Being kind when the world keeps knocking you down? That's real hero stuff.